This is what happens when your female's in season and your male's dead randy. So I'm going to do a video on this. What you like, Rocky?
You won't do it because you're watching.
Constant whining. This is what Laura's been getting for the past few days. Constantly, look at him. He just constantly does this and he's trying to get her. And so I'll let you know some tips on how to deal with this. What's it been like, Laura? Murder? Exactly. Laura's had her wrapped up in a wee baby suit and everything to try and stop him from getting it. Look, you can see there, look. There's the baby suit she's got on her to try and stop him from getting her, look. Unbelievable, it's been a nightmare trying to get a bit of a wink of sleep. Innit? Going to do you in. She's getting to the point she's growling at him and start trying to bite him as well, aren't you, Sasha? You're getting him told, and Susie there, you stick up for the girls, don't you, and you attack them. So that's the kind of nightmare you've got to go through. So I'll show you some tips on what exactly we've been doing and what kind of things that maybe work. Stop it.
Sit nice. Sit. Give me a paw. And another paw.
Just watch, he'll start trying to hump you like he usually does.
He has.
Been humping you? That's what he does, he even tries to hump my wife. He doesn't touch me, but... Aye, we know. Stop it.
If you're not able to leave all details with the
I know he's been.
Oh, he's got sperm squirting all over.
Pack it in.
Don't mind the fucking camera, just coming at me.
So guys, as you can well see with that video I just posted there, this is what happens when your female's in season and your male dog is actually wanting to mate. He goes off absolutely everything. He basically becomes aggressive. He wants to fight with other dogs. What actually happens is he stops wanting to even eat food. He just becomes obsessed with trying to actually mate, obviously. It's got to the point actually that my little female at the very start, she was actually kind of enticing him, trying to get him interested. But now she's actually turning very angry with him. Like I say, a neuter, obviously, male dog usually acts normally around a female dog in heat. But most importantly, like I say, urine marking is actually a common behaviour exhibited by a male dog in the presence of a female dog in heat. Like I say, he usually marks this because of a level of excitement and obviously to gain attention from the female. Obviously the female dogs in heat also urine mark as well, and the hormones in the urine basically attract the male dogs. Like I say, a male dog as well obviously may break out of the backyard if he obviously smells kind of female dog urine. It's basically the scent obviously carries up to the male. Like I say, also as well, male dogs are aggressive towards each other when a female is obviously in heat because they're actually competing for affection and such likes. They obviously both obviously want to mate with her as well. So like I say, since neutering a male dog obviously involves this kind of removal of the sex organs and obviously the hormones they produce, who obviously doesn't act differently around a female in heat. It can obviously take between 6 and 8 weeks for hormone levels to obviously to leave the body. Like I say, a male dog that is neutered at old age may obviously retain his behaviour. So I do recommend you actually neutering your male dog. We would have had our dog neutered, but the way it actually worked out because of the time of year and such likes, we were actually getting him neutered in a few weeks' time, and because of the Christmas holidays, but our actual female actually came into season earlier than what she actually was supposed to come in. So the first kind of tip I've wrote down obviously to how to handle your female obviously when she's in heat and surrounding a male, first off is never to let your dog out in any backyard alone. Like I say, obviously protecting your dog from male dogs and obviously unwanted pregnancy is obviously the most important thing to do when your actual dog's in heat. Like I say, it doesn't matter whether or not you actually plan to breed your dog, like I say, this time or not. Like I say, when other dogs obviously come into heat, we're obviously tempted to let her into the backyard and just keep an eye on her through the kind of window, especially if it's cold outside. Like I say, however, this technique won't actually work if a male dog suddenly appears nearby or if it jumps over the fence. Like I say, go out into the yard with your dog when she's in heat, obviously depending on her activity. Like I say, you might even consider using a leash, and it's really, really important you do that. Secondly, I would say, is no off the leash walks. Like I say, despite the kind of common misconceptions, like I say, a female dog in heat can actually be walked. Like I say, she obviously needs walks, but however, some precautions are actually very, very necessary. I say the most important one is obviously being always on a leash. Like I say, even if you consider obviously your dog extremely well trained, like I say, walking off the leash is basically a no-no in any circumstance. Like I say, especially at this time, like I say, no obedience training is as strong as natural instincts. So number 3 is, I say, extra attention. Like I say, when a dog is obviously in heat, the changes are not only physical, but obviously mental as well. If you obviously want to ensure that your dog feels comfortable in heat, you'll obviously need to pay her more attention than basically usual. Like I say, playing, obviously brushing, talking to your dog, obviously when you're going for a walk, and other ones as example. Like I say, obviously have that kind of extra time for when your dog is during heat, and she'll obviously feel much calmer and more confident as well. Obviously as well, no training or obviously dog shows. Like I say, events in which other dogs are obviously involved should always be avoided in any circumstances. Obviously because the scent other female dogs obviously produces is obviously very annoying to the male dogs, and will obviously kind of distract them for obviously completing obviously tasks in the shows. Like I say, most male owners actually obviously become angry, and which is a very reasonable response really in my opinion. Like I say, if someone obviously disrespects this law, like I say, and appears in a dog show with a bitch in heat, you may want to ask event organisers if you can obtain a refund if you've obviously got your dog booked in for such a things. Number 5, I would say, is balance between exercise and rest. Like I say, different dogs obviously react differently to when they're in heat. Like I say, some may be tired all day, while others obviously become really restless. Like I say, observing your dog's behaviour and choosing the right amount of rest and exercise, such as walking, running, playing and such likes, is very, very important to obviously keep your dog comfortable. Like I say, obviously if your dog wants to sleep, you should obviously let her wish that and give her it be granted. Obviously another one is to leave toys or chews. Like I say, if you're obviously going away and you have to leave your dog alone for any amount of time while you're out, like I say, going with her, like I say, to obviously relieve herself, like I say, and then you've got to have like toys in the house or chews. Like I say, put them away obviously when you return home, but to retain the kind of interest until the next time, if you know what I mean. Like I say, this will obviously help to drive her kind of restlessness and thoughts, and obviously keep her busy when obviously you're not present. Another one is obviously hide the trail back home from the male dogs, and this is really, really important. Like I say, if you're walking outdoors with your dog in heat, it would obviously be wise to obviously bake up the trail between you and obviously going back home. This is kind of best done obviously by putting your dog in a car and obviously driving to the walking spot, so that male dogs obviously won't be able to track you back home to where your dog's actually in heat. Another one, like I say, put menthol on the tip of her tail, and we've actually found that this is a great tip. Like I say, when you're walking outdoors, this technique obviously may help to obviously mask the scent. It may become obviously handy if a male dog suddenly appears nearby, so that it obviously doesn't attract your female in heat from a distance. Like I say, however, if he actually comes closer, this method will not work well at all. Like I say, there are also some commercial products obviously to mask the scent, and you can ask for them in your pet store. There's many that does that. Another one that actually you've seen on our little female, we actually put pants on her. You can actually get doggy pants. Like I say, one of the most common heat symptoms in dogs is a kind of bloody discharge from the vulva. Like I say, this may be very annoying if you've actually got a new carpet. Obviously if your dog's allows you to obviously put diapers or pants on her, that's really, really important you do that. Like I say, you may use them, and obviously this problem will solve the problem as well. Like I say, they obviously may help mask the odour outdoors and obviously prevent males from obviously following you back to your house. Like I say, however though, doggy pants obviously won't stop them from actually mating. So don't let your male dogs approach you during walks, or if you've got a male dog in your house, make sure you're with her 24/7 and expect a lot of sleepless nights like we've had, because believe me, it's absolutely murder. You can't live them for 1 second. Like I say, the most important one obviously is consult a vet. Like I say, even though being in heat is not an illness and should not be treated as one, like I say, having a chat with your veterinarian about things to obviously care of your female when she's in heat obviously may expect to kind of help with unexpected trouble when it occurs. And most importantly, like I say, consider spaying your dog. Like I say, I strongly recommend that you obviously spay your dog if you're not planning to obviously breed her. Like I say, while some may say that spaying is not natural, you can obviously respond that to not allowing her to obviously mate, I say, whenever she obviously wants, is also not natural. Like I say, nor is keeping a dog at home. Like I say, there are many advantages to obviously spaying a female dog. The obviously most important one is being kind of change in behaviour and a reduced risk of kind of mammary tumours and such likes. Like I say, it's not as though as a must all to do above all. Like I say, when your dog is in heat, dogs differ in all different ways: restlessness, activity, symptom strength, obviously attraction to obviously males and such likes. However, the kind of more you take advantage of these above ideas that I've actually said, the more comfortable your dog will obviously be and how you will actually feel. So I hope you have liked this, guys, and like I say, it's absolutely terrible. Like I say, you can see what it's like. He's actually trying to hump my wife and such likes. He's being aggressive with me, and like I say, expect a lot of sleepless nights. It's really, really terrible. I hope you have liked this video. I'm going to do a lot of different type videos like this, and basically talking about things, kind of male type things, how you can increase your testosterone naturally. I'm going to talk about some spiritual things, kind of 7 signs that would why you may be a spirit angel on this earth and such likes. So let me know if you like these kind of videos, kind of things about animals and such likes. I really, really like doing them. As you all know, I'm a great animal lover. I've got a lot of dogs. Please kind of let me know in the comments below. Let's get the chat started if you've kind of experienced any of these things with your animals. And remember, follow me on all my social media platforms. And remember what the little guy at the end of the video says, he knows best. Sending you all my love, guys, and speak to you very, very soon. Remember, guys, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings. Speak to you all soon and love you so much.